cracking it open. Alrighty, what is going on, guys, and welcome back to tiermaker.com. I had a lot of fun doing the other ones with this, so we're going to carry on. Today I'm talking about the BSB Liveries of 2023. So this is the second season where I've been really invested in the BSB. Loved it as a kid. Really got into it as a kid. Lost interest a bit, a little bit towards, I'd say, like 2012. Basically, whenever Kianari left, and ever since then I've been a big fan. Ever since then I've been kind of out the loop, and now I'm a big fan. BSB this year was the best. It's better than Moto America. It's not even close. Moto America is awful compared to this. BSB was closer and more interesting than World Superbikes. And the MotoGP's been boring for 2 years now, so we are going to rank every single livery and bike that was in the BSB. So I believe I have all of them. I have some of the one-offs. I have all of the factory, all of the satellite, all the teams, all of like the pathway bikes that they added at the end. We've got them all. So we are going to go down in order. So I'm basing this purely on looks, not by rider, not by performance, not by manufacturer, nothing. Just purely on the looks. I'm not going over anything else. So that will be that. And we're going to go, obviously, along in order as it goes. So we have the Tactics BMW. That's Luke Mossey's bike. I'm going to put that in CT. I think it's pretty boring. Let's see if I can add some, if I remember, I can add some bigger pictures on the screen just to make this a little bit easier for you guys to see, because I can only deal with, I can't make them any bigger. What if I do no crop? Oh, that's a little bit better. Okay, nice, there we go. That makes it a little bit easier to see. So yeah, what if I take that back then? Not really. But yeah, it's a bit boring. It's just green with that massive bit of orange in the middle. For me, it doesn't do it. I'm not a fan, but it's a nice looking bike. The BMW looks great. And yeah, that's kind of all I've got to say about that, to be honest. Next up, we have the Cinetic BMW. I'm putting that in A. I like the Cinetic bike a lot. We didn't see much of it this year because Danny Buchan was injured for a good chunk of it. But it's really nice. There's not too much of anything, and it's in BMW colours. The red, white and blue. I don't really know much about Cinetic, but yeah, I'm a big fan of this livery. I don't think Cinetic are going to be in it next year. I don't think so anyway. I'm not sure. I haven't really heard much about Cinetic in 2024. No. So yeah, no, I don't think so. That's Hawk Racing. We don't want Hawk Racing. No. So yeah, I don't really think there is much going on with these guys for next year. So it was nice to see them whilst they were here. The Marvel Sports Honda. This is Franco Born. Really talented kid. But yeah, I'm sticking that. I have realised I have missed delivery here. I missed it, or I just not put it on. Okay. Sorry, I saw Hondas. Realised I missed one. Right. Yeah, I'm gonna put it in CT. I'm not a big fan. It's my favourite kind of blue, but it's too much red going on. Oh shit. And I don't like the silver. And he had like a bright pink helmet on, which, I know it's not part of this, but I'm also not a fan. And yeah, that's kind of all I got to say. Sometimes liveries work or they don't, and for me, this one, it just doesn't work. I'm not a fan. Rocket BMW, I'm going to stick that one in C tier too. I'm not a fan. I don't I don't like it. I just don't. I don't like the BMWs this year, like the factory teams. This and World Superbikes, they just don't look good to me at all. Um, I like the carbon, but you know, there's dark blue, light blue, white, and red all in this spot here, and yeah, it's too much. There's too much going on, and none of it's good. And yeah, I'm just not a fan. Oxford Products Ducati, another C tier one for me. I am not a fan of this colour at all, and I don't know why. I think, again, like these, it just doesn't do it for me. I'm not a fan, and I don't know why. Maybe if the top bit was black, or the bottom bit was all silver, I don't know. But yeah, for me, doesn't do it. Not a fan. Milwaukee BMW, that is A tier. That is A tier 100%. I really like the Milwaukee BMW. Not enough to put it in S tier. I do have a few S tiers coming up in a bit. But yeah, I really like this. I like the red, you know, with a little bit of black. I don't like this blue bit, but I can't remember if that's Milwaukee BMW. Yeah, is that Cheshire Mouldings? Yeah. So I suppose you kind of have to, you know, I suppose you have to adhere to the sponsors, but I'm a big fan of this colour. I'm a big fan of this livery. I'm a big fan of the bike as well. Next up, McCam's Yamaha. That's another A tier one for me. Really big fan of Yamahas. And obviously McCam's is pretty iconic now. They have left. Well, McCam's Yamaha have left, but McCam's as a sponsor haven't left the paddock. They are moving over to Martrain, which is this team. McCam's have gone to that team for next year. But yeah, I like it. You know what? Everything for this just works for me. But there is something missing, like a couple of the S tier bikes I'll bring up later. They don't know, they just do it for me, but this one doesn't. I don't know if it's because it's bright red. I'm not sure. But Yamaha as a whole, big fan. Obviously, I like the wheels they go towards it. See, some of these bikes, like if these had green wheels, you know, white wheels, red wheels, I think that adds a lot to a bike. Just having little tiny touches up like that make a big difference to me. But yeah, McCam's Yamaha is good. Next up we have I can't remember what the team is called, but Storm Stacey's team, Starline Kawasaki. Again, A tier. This bike, it's not quite S tier, but it is A tier, and I'm a big fan of it. You know, I like, compared to last year, this one is way better. Way better. I really like this bike a lot. Grey, yellow, black, with the Arrow exhaust, which is also a bit of yellow. Big fan. Really cool. Really cool. That's Kawasaki. Big fan of Kawasaki. Martrain Racing Yamaha. This is Jack Kennedy's team this year. Or it was. He's obviously left and going back to Supersport. But yeah, beats it. I don't know what it is about the Martrain Yamaha, because I think it's a really nice bike. Martrain Yamaha. Not Matt Train. Yeah, so that's the bike for next year with Danny Kent riding it. Really nice bike as well. But that is, have we got a better one? Yeah, so that's what it was this year, and I don't know what it is about this, but again, it's just missing that one little thing that makes, I don't know, it's just missing something. You know, maybe it's because there's different colour blues, I'm not sure. Maybe it's because there's a lot of emptiness here, maybe it's the lack of different colours, I don't know, but for me it is just missing that little bit to make it A tier, but yeah, it's okay. Next up, I can't remember what the team is called, but something Aprilia. It's D tier. It's one of the worst looking bikes on the grid. Pure livery aside, there's nothing going on here. It's boring. It's plain. Bit like MotoGP. It's just not very good in my opinion. Not a fan. Do better next time. Right, the Malenko by Paget's Honda. Is that A tier? Is that D tier? I'm going to put it in B tier. I'm a fan. I am a fan, but as we'll see, Paget's Honda. So yeah, I'm going to try and get, it's the one where it's like from the side but a bit bigger than this. Okay, this is a little bit better. So I don't think this is not the actual bike because we've got different exhausts on it, but this is basically the same thing, right? I don't know what colour this is, but this colour's horrible. Then you've got bright yellow. Okay, you know, maybe the sponsors are yellow. You have to obviously adhere to the colourings or whatever. Then you've got green, blue and red all down here. Why are these here? They don't need to be here. And then there's nothing going on here at all. It's a very, very boring livery for me. Very, very plain, very, very bland, and yeah, I don't know. I'm not a fan at all. I think there could be a lot more done with that. So I'm going to put it in B tier though, because I do like the yellow. Right, this is an A tier livery, even though we didn't see it very much. Oxford Ducati. I'm pretty sure it's brands. Yeah. So this is like the one-off livery they did, and I actually like this one a lot more. This one is really nice. See, if this was the official livery, big win, very big win. I like this a lot. White, good. White and blue, and it's, you know, I don't like the different colours here. I think if that was the same blue as this, it would be S tier. You know, some blue wheel trim. Oh, now we're talking. But you know, again, I know you have to adhere to sponsors and stuff. You know, yada yada yada, blah blah blah. But I really like that livery. I like the white. I like the blue. So yeah, that to me is A tier. Next up we have the Vision Track Kawasaki. I don't know why. I don't know what it is. I can't explain it, but I'm going to put it in A tier because I really like the Vision Track Kawasaki, and I don't know why, because it shouldn't work. If you know what I'm trying to say. It should not work. I don't know why it does, but there's green here for some. I know it's for Kawasaki, but it's got nothing to do with the livery. I know Vision Track, obviously, it's its own team. Its own thing. But you've got this horrible colour blue, and then you've got light blue over top and red. It shouldn't work. It really shouldn't, but it does. So, and I don't know what it is, but whenever it's on there, I always seem to gravitate towards this bike when I'm taking pictures. I don't know what it is. I just do. Alright, next up we have the Beer Monster, like the one-off livery that they did for Paul Bird. Alton Park. Is it going to be on here? So yes, this is Paul Bird, who passed away. Here's this one. But you can't really see it there. Am I going to be able to find it now? That's the real question. Is this one going to work? Right, well there you go, you can kind of see it. So this is a picture I've taken. So it's basically the same thing, but without having Beer Monster stamped in the middle. It says Paul Bird Motorsport, which is obviously a tribute to Paul Bird, who did pass away. That was a lot of work just to get that picture up. But yeah, I'll put it in B tier. It's a nice touch. You know, it's always nice when teams and you know, groups do nice things for, you know, the boss, and you know, the guy who's been in BSB for yonks. He's been here forever. So yeah, it was a nice tribute, but you know, you got black and red, which looks nice. White looks nice. Then you got this big yellow bit in the middle, which ruins it completely. And again, I know what it's for, but I'm just ranking it purely on visuals, and I'm not a fan. Right, the Hawk Racing Honda, the Crendon, the first S tier. This bike is stunning. And you know what? I'm going to stick this one in S tier as well, because it's the same team, and we're going to talk about them. So we've got the Crendon Honda, or Cresden, I can't remember if it's Crendon or Crendon. This was Josh Owens before he was injured, and then Michael Dunlop did a lot on it. And then the Master Mac Racing Honda, which was Charlie Nesbitt's. Right, the Master Mac Honda was my favourite looking bike this year. This bike looks absolutely incredible. Absolutely beautiful bike. It's stunning. White, blue, but not too different. grey with a little hint of purple, which I'm not the biggest fan of, but I don't know if it's got something to do with his number, and they kind of link it together. But it doesn't take away. It's just a nice little touch. And the Crendon, again, it's just nice and clean. You know, you've got white and red, and that's it. No silly colours, no completely off-coloured things, no rainbows down the side, no gigantic, horrible coloured things in the middle. You know, oh, they're amazing. And you know what would make this one a lot better? Nice bit of red wheel trim. I'm just saying. But they're both incredibly good-looking bikes. And yeah, both S tier. Next up is what's his name? Alex Olsen's Honda. I want to put it in S, but I don't think it's quite S, so I'm going to put it in A. Again, I really like it. I think what ruins this for me, first is the red. Doesn't need to be there. Get rid of it. And then gold wheels. They don't need to be there either. Make them blue or black. And I might bump it up, but yeah, I'm not a fan of them golds at all. That's horrible. Right, the Rapid something Racing Kawasaki. I'll put that in B tier. And again, this has... I might even bump it down to C, but I'm going to keep it in B for now. Again, it's one of those bikes, it's missing something, and I don't know what. I don't know why. I'm not a fan. Because it's a pretty tidy looking livery, you know, it's not silly, it's not over the top. Black, white and orange, but it's all pretty clean, and it looks really nice, but it's just something about it that I'm not a fan of. And I couldn't tell you what. But it is a nice looking bike, you know, so maybe I'll put it in A tier. It is pretty nice. It is pretty nice, but there's just something about it I'm not the biggest fan of, and I don't know what it is. So yeah. This one is going in C tier though, the Tag Racing Honda, and I think it's the yellow. I'll be honest. I hate yellow, to be completely honest. I'm not a big fan of yellow as a colour in general, so when it's like the main thing about your livery, probably not going to be the biggest fan of it. And you know, that's a personal thing for me, I understand. But yeah, I'm not a fan. And you know, there's green on it, so you got bright yellow, then red, black and green. Nah, sorry, no. You're going in D tier. It's not nice at all. Right, we have the Lamy Vape OMG Racing Yamaha. It's S tier. It's beautiful. That bike is incredibly good looking. Big fan of it. And Kyle Ride just happens to be one of my favourite riders who's using that bike. So, you know, I love it. It's nice. You know, carbon fibre, everything with gold, with little touches of red, which look really good. Yeah, big fan. 100% S tier. No complaints at all. FHO Racing BMW, also S tier. It's a really nice team. It's a really nice bike. My favourite colour, blue. I'm not the biggest fan of the little bits of gold it had on it, but they don't take away, and that's what I like the most. You know, the FHO with the different colours. Yeah, really nice bike, really nice team, and two pretty decent riders on it. I don't know what the problem is with FHO, but it's Josh Brooks and Hickman. Last year it was Vickers and Hickman, and the year before that it was... I wasn't watching that, so I don't know. But they just can't seem to get a win on that bike. Hickman, who can smash everybody on the roads, for some reason can't win on a track, and I don't know why. He's won, but you know, never been like consistently top 5. It's very strange. Right, the Beer Monster Ducati, the actual livery, like the main one, is A tier for me. It is nice, you know, don't get me wrong, you know, we've got it here. It is really nice, white, red, no silly colours anywhere. Really nice livery, really nice. And yeah, I don't really know what else to say about it. I think it's just missing something to put it above, but A tier is not bad. This is S tier though. The D is D&P Lovell Racing Honda. This was Danny Kent's bike before he smashed it to pieces and they couldn't afford to fix it. But I love that livery. I can't remember what the actual... Is it D? Not D. I'll just put Lovell. well. Yeah, so this is it. This is obviously Danny Kent on it. I don't know, is there going to be like a nice picture from the side? I suppose there you go, you can kind of see it. But yeah, really nice livery. I don't know, there's a lot going on, but it works. And, you know, white with the pink. You don't see many pink liveries anywhere. So, you know, when we do get to see a little bit of pink, it looks really nice. And yeah, I really like that. And this was his, I don't know if it's his brother. But yeah, that's also S tier. Same thing on a smaller bike. Big win. So yeah, that's S tier. Cheshire Mouldings Kawasaki. I'm going to put that in B tier. I'm not a fan of this livery. I like the green, really nice. And that's kind of it. I like the white and the green. I don't like the blue. The blue ruins it for me. If that was green or white or black, I'd probably put it in S tier, because Kawasaki's are really nice looking bikes to look at, to be fair. I mean, look at the World Superbike. There's a lot of green on there, but it works. But yeah, the blue for me doesn't do it at all. So I am not a fan. The Dow Racing Kawasaki. This was Dean Harrison until he split with the team, and then Braden Elliott took over, and then Danny Buchan and Braden Elliott are racing on that next year. For the same problems that this Kawasaki has is why it's there. You know, there's green and blue and white, and I'm not a fan. I only rate this one a bit higher because it's more green than blue. This is more blue than green, and I don't like. Don't like at all. Oh, that was supposed to be bin. Right, finally, the bike I missed at the beginning, the Factory Honda Racing. I'm going to put that in A tier because like I said in the World Superbike livery, because it was basically the same thing. This is a really nice colour scheme, and I've been able to look at one of these bikes. I was able to see the World Superbike like really up close, and I've seen the road version of this bike at the Superbike factory, and it was like 21 grand, which is bonkers for a start. But it's really, really nice. When they're clean and shiny and polished, they look really nice. But like I said, I don't know what it is. There's just something about this livery that is missing, and I don't know what it is. But it looks really good. So yeah, there you guys go. That is, I think, every bike and livery that was used in the 23 season. I may have missed some. If I did, let me know down below. I'm not 100% sure if I managed to get them all. But yeah, let me know down below. If you guys have enjoyed, please leave a like down below. Subscribe if you're new around here. We do all kinds of things on this channel, from playthroughs to guides to bikes to life stuff to racing stuff. We do it all. Leave a comment down below. Let me know. Let me know what races you're going to next year, wherever you be living, whether you're in England, the UK, America, Spain, wherever. Let me know. And yeah, let me know what your top 3 favourite bikes from the BSB season were if you watched. Yeah, with all that being said, it has been your boy. I hope you've enjoyed, and I will see you all in the next one.